NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl IV. It's the...
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Dean. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Nifty move. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Steps away to his left. A nice little juke. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Brock. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll keep it on the ground. Brock. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Off the play fake. Travis. That complete to Lamar Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground with Ward. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to throw. Travis. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down. Travis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Travis. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wright's got it.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in at the 3.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing to start the drive. Travis. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Travis. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ward. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Travis. He'll get this to Ward. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Travis. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brock. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Brock, and the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Looking to throw on second down. Travis escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ward. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run it with Ward. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Complete to McDonald, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Bottom line, 2-yard gains just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. To throw on second down. Travis forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Up the middle they go. Ward. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ward, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Moore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ward. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, it's Ward. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this one is right through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you're planning to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.